This is number 6 from the practice quiz. This one's a little challenging because it's written a little bit different. That middle term is a little bit different than what you've seen before. So let's work with that middle term. Usually what we have as our middle term, that's what we let u equal. So we have a little bit of work to do first. The thing that I noticed in this problem is that 16 and 4, we can both write in base 4s. So I'm going to go ahead and write 16 as 4 squared. So 16 to the x would be 4 squared to the x, or 4 to the 2x. Now for 4 to the x plus 1, let's think about our exponent rules here for a second. If we have, and let's think about our exponent rules just going back to basics. So if I have x to the first times x squared, that gives me, whenever we have the same base and we're multiplying, we add our exponent. So that is x to the 1 plus 2, which is x to the third. All of you guys can do that. That's an Algebra 1 problem, or maybe even below now. So if we have the same base, we add our exponents. And we can use that backwards to kind of work with this x to, or 4 to the x plus 1. So 4 to the x plus 1, we can rewrite kind of using this x cubed example as a pattern. If you look at it backwards, we could rewrite this as 4 to the x times 4 to the first. And 4 to the first is just 4. So to make this a little nicer to look at, let's switch the order there. So 4 to the 2x stays the same. Let's switch our order. So this is 4 times 4 to the x minus 12. And now our middle term there, 4 times 4 to the x, that gives us what we want our exponential to be. We want our u to be 4 to the x. So let's say let u equal 4 to the x. This is going to be much nicer to look at now. So 4 to the 2x becomes u squared. 4 times 4 to the x becomes 4u. And we don't need to mess with 12. Now this is a nice little factoring problem that you should enjoy immensely. My variable is u. I need to multiply to negative 12 and add to positive 4. That's going to give me 6 and negative 2. Need to add a page here, but we're going to have u equals negative 6 and u equals positive 2. So just setting those equal to 0, u equals negative 6, u equals positive 2. And remember, that was 4 to the x. U is the same as 4 to the x. So we can never use an exponent in order to make a negative number. So anytime you see a situation like this is not going to yield us a solution. Be careful, you might say, oh, 4 to the x equals 2. There's no exponent that makes that work, but you would be wrong. Remember, we can use exponents to get smaller numbers by using square roots and cube roots. So if you can't think of what x would be off the top of your head, you can use log or ln. Take the log of both sides. Just remember to do it to the 2 as well. When you divide by log of 4 and put that in your calculator, you get 1/2. And that should make sense. And some of you might have thought that off the top of your head. Oh, 4 to the 1/2 is 2, because using 1/2 as an exponent is the same thing as square root. So if you can think of that without throwing a log at both sides, that's perfect. If you need to use the logarithms, that's all right too.